Hello, I'm Josh George doing a college football preview of the Sunbelt Conference, starting with Georgia Southern. Here you can see their schedule on the side, and well, when you break this team down, they're going to try to run the football, and they're going to run it well, but the problem is not a lot of depth on defense, specifically at defensive back and safety. Really young team there, teams that they're going to have some holes there, and that's going to kind of be their problem this season. That's why I've got them 4-8 and 3-5 in conference play. Now to the next team in the division, the Troy Trojans. Neil Brown had this team really humming, really recruited well, where Chip Lindsey kind of hasn't. I don't know if he's necessarily the guy, because Troy's got they're a good place to recruit and things like that, but not a team I'm necessarily willing to bet on. I've got them 6-6 and 4-4. I just don't know if they are going to be able to have the depth and the talent this year, specifically on offense. Now, Georgia State, an option team. They're going to look a lot like Army. They play a tough non-con, playing Army, North Carolina, and Auburn. But they're going to have a good run game, good option attack, and I think it's going to come through, fool some teams, and end up winning them some games. But that tough non-con might keep them out of a bowl game. I've got them 5-7, 4-4 in conference play. Now to the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, America's darling. At least they were last year. Jeremy Cardell, great option attack he created last year. Really great offense, really unique. Used splits really well. And he's got his quarterback McCall back. And I think this team, got a lot of experience back in things. I expect them to win a lot of close games. I don't know if they can go on the road and beat a really good team in App State, but I had them at 11-1 and 7-1 in conference play. To App State. I think they're one of the best teams in this conference. The problem is their offense. In their 3 losses last year, one game they only put up 21 points, one game they put up 23, and one game they put up 7 against Marshall, and they lost 17-7. Good defense, probably the number 1 defense in the Sunbelt Conference, but their offense might lead them to lose some games. I don't think they have the offense to beat Miami, and I don't think they have the offense to beat a very talented, very experienced Louisiana team. I've got them 10-2 and 7-1 in conference play. Now to the West. South Alabama, they averaged 19 points per game. That's bad. That was one among the nation's worst. Not a good team, not a good offense. You got to score to win games. They might beat an FCS opponent, but that's it. I've got them 11-1 and 0-8 in conference play. To Texas State. With the number 1 party school in America, but they were 81st in total offense and 125th in total defense. Not a very good team, not a very talented team. I know that they've got a lot back in things, but so do a lot of other teams in America. I've got them winning 2 games this year, 2-10, 1-7 in conference play. Louisiana Monroe. Now, they're really interesting. See, Terry Bowden makes his return to coaching here, and I think he's got a young team here, and he could start developing talent and being good, and he's got a new quarterback in Rhett Rodriguez, son of offensive coordinator Rich Rodriguez, but they're still one of the worst. They're 113th last year in total defense. That offense might improve from one of the worst overall last year in the bottom 100, but I've got them winning 3 games, 3-9, 2-6. Butch Jones takes over the reins at Arkansas State, pixie dust from Tennessee, but once again, doesn't have a lot to work with. He's replacing a quarterback, trying to figure things out. 5-7, 3-5 in conference play. Now Louisiana, they thumped Iowa State 31-14 last year, and are, according to Lindsey's magazine, they are the most experienced team in college football. So take that for what it is, for what you will. Really experienced team. Play a tough Texas and a tough Liberty game. I've got them 10-2, 8-0 in conference play. To the conference championship game, Louisiana, the Raging Cajun against App State here. Look, defenses win championships, but You also need offenses to win championships. I think Louisiana's got the better team. I've got them winning the Sunbelt Conference, finishing 11-2, and App State 10-3.